What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today's day number 64 of my 120. Now, to continue on yesterday's ramble, shucks. I'll do it after the video. I gotta put my other set of eye drops in. I just remembered. I told you guys I talked about my health care and my health coverage. So, before, it was kind of a thing because, especially for the US, you go to do your taxes, they would ask you if you had health insurance for the year or in part of the year. And if you didn't, you actually got charged, basically. And since I've been in the program, in the union, and now sailing, I've not dealt with that. But it's kind of different, okay? So for me to have health coverage, sailing with the union, it's not necessarily all year round. Let me explain, okay? So I have to sail 60 days in each half of the year with the union, with SIU. And that means, I could go and sail for a non-union, non-SIU ship. It's kind of frowned upon, but if I did do that, then those days would not count towards my days for my health coverage, my health care. So with the union, I have to sail 60 days in the first half, which is months from January to June. January, February, March, April, May, June. And then I have to have 60 days between July, August, September, October, November, December. Each half of the year has to have 60. Now, you could time it right to where you did basically November, December, January, February, have exactly 60 in both halves and just split it right in the middle. And then if you were doing a 4-month on, 4-month off, basically you could split it, have 4 months off, split it again, 60 in both half, and it would continue rolling. Now, I say continue rolling because, like, right now, working January, February, March, April, I'll be getting off that first week of May. So technically, I wouldn't be covered under my health coverage right now. I'm covered under the ship with the company and the ship as an employee, but I took a whole lot of time off and it didn't roll over. So basically, this January, February, March, April, I'm in the first 4 months of this half of the year. I'm obviously gonna get 60 days in this half. So the 60 days that I gain in this first half of the year will actually cover me for the later half of the year, the July to December half, the end of the year. So now, if I don't sail and get 60 days between July and December, come January 2021, which I don't think you guys will be getting this till after that anyways, but come January 2021, if I didn't have 60 days between July and December, I wouldn't be covered until I got on a ship. So again, if I took, say, I get off in May, right? You got June, July, August, September, October, November, December. That's 7 months. Say if I didn't sail January, not covered. February, I don't sail again, I'm not covered. The health plan rolls over, and it's kind of a way to, make it so us as the sailors aren't taking advantage of the union and it's also basically the union getting their money. Because if, like, from what I've heard, I've asked the officers, which are an AMO, I think it's the American Maritime Officers Union or something. I don't know, man. AMO, Officers Union. They only have to do 120 in any part of the year, and they're covered for the rest of the year. And that's how AMO is, because typically officers are more on a permanent basis. So, you know, they're 4 months on, 4 months off, or 1 month on, 1 month off, or, you know, 90 days on, whatever. Typically officers are on a more permanent, they try to be on a more permanent basis, where with the unlicensed union, SIU, a lot of guys don't stay with one company or one ship, and they tend to jump around back and forth and back and forth. So if you're not with one company, you're not getting, you know, there's no way to get one health coverage unless you're doing it with a union. Now, the union, with their 60 days in both halves of the year, basically ensures that their union members will sail on a regular basis to keep their health coverage. Like for me, where I just took 7 months off, I didn't get 60 days in the later half of the year. So like I said, if I didn't get on a ship come January, is when I got on the ship anyways. If I didn't get on a ship, I wouldn't have been covered. So I had to get on a ship, for one, to get my health coverage going again, and then for two, to make money. You know, you can't sit on the beach for 7 months and expect to continue making money. So yeah, that's how my healthcare works with the union and with shipping. 60 days in both halves, and to continue it, basically I have to be on a regular basis, either 4 on, 4 off, or however, to get those 60 days and keep my healthcare rolling. Because if I decide to skip, like I did, I won't have it. Now here's a little caveat that I just learned about, because there's permanent jobs with unlicensed sailors as well. Basically, you got licensed and unlicensed. Licensed guys are officers and up. Unlicensed is, you know, ABs and like QMEDs for the engine side and down. OSs, oilers, wipers, you know, those are unlicensed guys. I'm an unlicensed guy. There are permanent positions on ships for companies. Now, if you can actually be in a permanent job with that company, still sailing basically under the union, within the union and under the union, but for only one company as a permanent job, then technically, this is what I was just told, so I actually don't know fully about this, but if you get on a solid permanent job, you could do, say you only got like 30 days in the first half. Say, you know, you were on a permanent job and you got on in October. Say you got on a ship in October, November, December, and then had 30 days in January. Now, you take, or say 45 days in January, or whatever, you know. Apparently, if you're on a permanent job with a company, if you haven't made that 60 days in either half of the year, you can keep your health coverage rolling, but you have to do 90 in the next half. So say you only got 30 or 45 days in the first half of the year, and then you took time off and you weren't going to be sailing until July. Well, as long as you get 90 days in the second half of the year, then it'll make up for the first half of the year, and you can keep the healthcare rolling. And I was told this by this AB that's in here because he has stuff going on at home with his old lady, and his last ship he was on, he was a permanent job, and he said that's how he was able to keep his healthcare rolling, was the fact that it was a permanent job and he didn't have to do 60 in both halves. He just had to do, if he missed days in one half, he had to make it up in the other half. And not just make up, like, oh, you have 55 in the first half, so you have to do 65 in the second half. The way he said it was, if you had 55 in the first half and you did 90 in the second half, a full 30 days extra in the second half, then it would automatically say keep the healthcare rolling, if that makes sense. That's just what I was told on that side of it. I'm learning as I go a lot of the time out here, so I just wanted to share that with you guys. That's it. Please subscribe, please like, share, comment. I also spoke to the captain, talked about, how I make videos, and I just confirmed with him that it'd be okay for me to go up to the bridge, make a video on the azimuth circle, and basically how to use it to find an object moving in the water. So I'll be able to make that sometime here soon and share that with you guys. You'll probably see it actually before you see this video. Click that subscribe button, share, comment, like, question. I'll see you guys tomorrow.